Could we actually see a sub-tree or even a full tree for the Argentinian vehicles? Let's talk a little bit about it. Hello guys, once again it's Matt. Thank you all the members and Patreons. Make sure to subscribe. And guys, we had yesterday, I think it was, right? The little event of and little trailer and stuff that they did for the Argentinian independence, right? And with that, there were many new skins for them, which was very cool. Introducing, for example, skins for the A4, for the Mirages, for the Augusta helicopter, I forgot the name of that helicopter, the Superintendent and some others, right? And of course, even for the British with the Sea Harrier skin that they actually used in the Falklands, but I don't think it's added right now. I don't know, I have to check. But still, it kind of brings a lot of questions, right? First of all, a lot of people thought, I mean, maybe not a lot, but some people may think that that would be a trailer, a teaser for something that will come in the future. It is not. It is basically the same that we had with the Turkish one, if you remember, like what, 1 year ago, maybe even more, and it is a very interesting thing. It is very cool, these trailers. They need to do more of these. It is a great marketing thing, I think, for them. It really calls for attention, especially for these nations and stuff. So it is very cool. And of course, the skins and everything that they added really does bring something to the table for people that are from these countries, like for Argentina, right? So the question is, could we actually see a sub-tree or something like that to come? Well, the first thing is that it is highly unlikely, okay? It is highly unlikely. I wouldn't think that we would have these for a very long time, to be honest. But there are two options where we could see some things happening. The first one is already happening. These vehicles from this country are already in one particular nation, and that's Germany, for now at least, right? I don't think there is any other nation with a vehicle from them, right? I don't think so. So we could see more of them there, even helping Germany in some areas. Of course, it's a country that, like Brazil, like my country, it doesn't have a lot of options, like, oh my god, 30 aircraft to be added and stuff. No, it doesn't have these many aircraft, but it does have some very interesting ones, right? For example, the A4 itself. The A4, they actually have an upgraded one that is very like capable, even being able to do, technically, in theory at least, BVR. I don't know if they do BVR with it, but you know how it is, right? But it does have a very good radar with its AR version, I think it is, right? It's an APG-66 basically, so that means it is an F-16 radar, right? Of course, even apparently they are buying or transferring, I don't know how you're gonna call that, but they just did that in April 2024, that they are basically getting 24 F-16 AMs, right? Or the MLU package of the F-16 Block 15, right? Which is very cool as well. So another aircraft that could be added. And even in the older days, they have the Pulki, they have, the Pampa trainer maybe could be added, depending. Some helicopters, Canberras, the Daggers, the Mirage 3, stuff like that could actually be added, even Sabres, So we can have some interesting aircraft that could actually be added for Germany, especially because Germany, the more we go into the future, the more it will need to actually have a friend there, a sub-tree together. I already talked about this in other videos, but I do believe that Germany is a nation that it doesn't, it is getting to a place where there's not really a lot to be added, and it will lack in some areas where other nations can fill it up, just like France is getting helped by the Belgians and the Dutch, of course, with the Italians, with the Hungarians, right? So it would be very cool to see that. So hopefully it gets added like that, with here and there additions that can help the nation to be better. But there is a second option that I was talking about, a full nation, right? It could actually be added as a full nation, but not alone. Indeed, it is a country that would need help. And guess what other nation that it's very big and from Latin America that always gonna need a little bit of help if it is a bigger tree together as well? Well, Brazil. And if they want to, they can add multiple vehicles from any Latin American country, right? So although Brazil is, I mean, we speak Portuguese, we don't speak Spanish, and it is a little bit different, like a lot different actually, the culture, depending on where you are and stuff. But at the end of the day, I still believe that we share enough to actually be in a full tech tree together. So if they wanted to do that, and if they ever do that, Brazil and Argentina, I call it Argentina, it depends, I mean, depend the language that you speak originally, right? But I call it Argentina. Could actually come together, you know, Brazil and them together to actually be a full-fledged tech tree with a lot of copy pastes, but a lot of cool additions that would be modifications of vehicles existing in the game already as well, right? So it would be very cool, and of course with the help of our other friends from the Latin American countries, it would be quite the big, you know, project, I think, and tech tree. So it could be a thing as well. The problem is that I don't see Gaijin actually wanting to do that. With the MX being added as a premium for the Italians in the last patch, with these skins being added to other nations, depending on the aircraft that it is and stuff, it just shows it's kind of a signal. Of course, we had the Israelis, obviously, with the premiums, and then in the US, right, in the UK and stuff, and then after that they actually, and in France and stuff, and they actually got their own like full-fledged tech tree. So never say never, right? But lately, the signals are that they are not gonna do that. You know, they are going to just continue to add some skins, maybe some specific vehicles in specific tech trees, but in general, we will not have a full-fledged tech tree like that, which is kind of sad, especially for players that are from these countries, right? But I guess, I mean, we have to have patience, right? Whatever, basically, right? I still love to have the MX, I still love to have these skins in these like aircraft, even though they're not really you know, the full-fledged tech tree or anything. They're still very cool to see. So this is my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you think. And by the way, just a little thing about it, I will be kind of going away a little bit for the next like 4 days. I will be having a small vacation. I need to take a little bit of a break, so I will be posting more. I have the videos all planned out and stuff, but just less videos than I normally do. I will be back on Monday, so I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and yeah, I see you guys tomorrow, I think, maybe. Yeah, see you guys. Bye. Subscribe.